Hello, my name is Joey Zabel and I'm the owner of H2O Pools. What you're looking at is a finished pool that we've built. We're going to take you back to day one, before we started this project, and show you each phase of the process.
When we arrive on site at this beautiful Northern Virginia home in early spring, the crew from H2O Pools is underway measuring out the exact location where the dig for this pool will begin. Once there is a green light for excavation to begin, the first step is to remove all the topsoil and organic material and set it aside. It is important not to build on top of this material, and it will be used later in the landscaping phases. Soon the main dig begins. The backhoe carefully carves out the shape of the pool and puts the dirt aside for use in grading the site. In almost no time, the dimensions of the pool become clear. The wood frame we see here marks the outer edge of where the shell of the pool will be. By the end of the first day, the pool has been completely excavated. The next major stage of construction is the installation of the steel reinforcing, or rebar. Here we see that the lattice of steel is carefully planned with differing dimensions depending on the area of the pool and the strength required. At this stage, we also begin to see the initial placement of the skimmer, the pool drains, and even the lighting fixtures. And we see that the excavated portions of the site are surrounded by a fence for safety. Throughout the project, inspections are carried out by local building officials to ensure that all regulations are met, if not exceeded. Even at this early stage in the process, we can get a clear idea of how the pool will look in this setting. It is now time for the gunite to be shot. This is a very exciting day during the construction because it is the first time we get to see the true form and shape of the pool. The process is truly amazing to see. The dry mix is poured into a hopper, where it gets pumped through a wide hose to the applicator, where it is mixed with water and shot into place. The team never stops checking measurements to ensure that the dimensions and placement of the finished pool will be perfect. While shooting a cement-like mixture through a powerful hose may seem rough and inexact, guide wires are used to help create a very precise finish. The gunite is built up around the wires, highlighted in blue, and it is then carved away by hand to reveal the final shape. After the gunite has set, the plumbing for the pool systems must be laid in the ground and run all the way back to the future location of the filter machinery. The pipes are set as deep as 24 inches below what will be the final grade of the pool deck. Here we can see a preview of that level of the deck. The bottom of the trenches for the pipes are covered with a layer of stone dust to help cushion the PVC from the surrounding soil and rock. Once the plumbing is complete and pressure tested, more stone dust will be laid on top of the pipes, and the trenches will be covered again in soil. The plumbing phase finishes with the pipes terminated at the location where the filter and heater will be installed. With most of the heavy construction complete, it is now time to begin installing some of the more decorative elements. The first of these is the edge of coping stones that surround the pool. This stage is completely handcrafted. The stones are measured and cut by hand, and then laid one by one using age-old techniques. There is no substitute for a straight line, a careful eye, and a steady hand. First, the stones are laid without mortar. Once the layout is complete, the mortar is mixed by hand, taking into account the temperature, humidity, and specifics of this job. Finally, each stone is then placed in the mortar, leveled, and straightened until all the stones are set. pool deck has now been installed by the landscaping contractor, and it is time to bring in the machinery that will run the pool systems. The location has been planned with a wall to hide both the equipment and block out noise. As each piece arrives, it is prepped and assembled. The end of each pipe is then cut to the required height. Next, the equipment is brought to its final location, piece by piece, and then connected together. The end result is a clean, organized system ready for service. With all the pieces in place, it is now time to add the finishing touch, the plaster, that will provide a smooth, decorative surface to the inside of the pool. The plaster is mixed on-site and is pumped through a hose to an applicator gun in the pool. As soon as the plaster begins to flow, the team must work quickly to spread and smooth the mixture. They work their way around the walls of the pool, putting down the first of several layers. As the next layer goes on, the process of smoothing starts all over again. Every square inch must be covered and spread by hand, even those areas that are most difficult to reach. As the day goes on, the bottom of the pool and the steps are all covered and shaped to a fine, smooth finish. This pool features an exposed aggregate quartz stone finish that will add to the visual appeal. At this point, the surface is not quite set and is a pale gray. The final step consists of washing off the top layer of plaster, called the cream, to reveal the quartz aggregate hidden in the plaster. And of course, like most of the work building this pool, it is a surprisingly hands-on job. There are no shortcuts to a beautiful pool. With the addition of an auto cover, the pool is complete. Shown here operating at its actual speed, the cover provides a convenient way to keep your pool clean, warm, and it also saves on maintenance costs. If you have ever wondered if an auto cover is a good safety option, we think this speaks for itself. So we have seen this pool from the first day of construction through many stages, including the steel framework, the gunite application and the plumbing, the coping stones and the decking, and finally, the finished landscape. These before and after images show just how dramatically a new pool can enhance your backyard. Pool construction has many stages and may seem overwhelming at first, but with the right contractor to answer your questions and guide you through the process, it can be the most rewarding improvement you can make to your home.
I hope this video has been informative and answered some of your initial questions. This pool does not include some of the things we offer, such as spas, waterfalls, vanishing edges, and water features. Our goal when we work with our customers is to give you realistic expectations, and we want you to have a positive experience in the construction of your new pool with us as your contractor. If you have any further questions, please contact our office. The number is listed at the end of the video. Thank you very much.